This week, one of the homeschool tasks we were kindly set by our daughter's teachers. I don't know if you've noticed this, parents and carers, that sometimes the tasks your kids are being set, it kind of feels like a challenge for us as well. I'm sure the teachers don't see it like that, but it certainly feels like it sometimes. But one of the tasks and the challenges we were given was to bake some biscuits. Now, I quite enjoy baking. And when I say that, I enjoy eating what's been baked. I'm not great at making biscuits, but we were mixing together the biscuit dough. We'd followed the instructions to the letter, and then we came to rolling them out before we were going to make the shapes. And that's where the problem started. As we began rolling out the dough, I'd sort of covered the surface in a bit of flour, but it just got stickier and stickier. As I kept rolling, the more it stuck, to this point where actually I just had this big mess of dough glooped to the rolling pin, but worse than that, stuck to the worktop. So we decided to pause the biscuit making moment. We scooped it all back up together, scraped it off, put it in the bowl on one side for later on. And then I began the clear up task. Now this was not easy. And as I was trying to wipe down the worktop, hot soapy water just wasn't shifting it. I tried a spatula, not to scratch the worktop, but to try and scrape it off. And again, it wasn't really doing the job. And I kind of took a step back for a moment and I just thought to myself, man, I wish someone else could come and clear up this mess. I wish someone else could come and clear up the mess I find myself in, because I don't know how to clear it up. And as I thought that, I was encouraged and reminded by a fantastic verse in the New Testament of the Bible. It's in a book called Ephesians. And it talks about how through God's love and his compassion and his mercy, he has come and cleared up our mess. That what it talks about is our sin, our transgression, our mistakes, the mess we find ourselves in. God came and cleared it up. He cleared it up through the person and the mission of Jesus, that Jesus came to live as one of us, to show us how life could be lived. And then he came and paid the price for that mess by dying on the cross. And then God raised him back to new life. And so that when we put our faith in him, it clears up our mess. It removes the stuff that separates us from God. It removes the stuff that sticks to us and holds us down and prevents us from being clean and being free. And so I want to encourage you that if you find yourself in a mess, God has made a way in which he can clean you up, in which he can set you free from that sticky situation. Perhaps you want to take a read yourself of Ephesians chapter 2, verse 4 and 5. It's super encouraging. And just let God come into your life and clear up the mess you find yourself in. If you want to continue this conversation with us, please get in touch. We'd love to hear from you, to talk that through, to help you on that journey. But also just be encouraged again that whatever situation you may find yourself in, whatever mess you may feel like you're in, that you can't clear up, there is hope. And there is truth that there is a God who loves you and he has cleared up that mess ready for you. And so you can put your faith in him and have that cleared. Maybe I'll get back to the biscuits shortly, but I hope this encourages you. And as I said, get in touch if you want to continue this conversation with us.